show you how to install WordPress on your server from scratch. The first thing you want to do is go ahead and download WordPress. Just go to wordpress.org and click the download link. 3.5.1 is the latest version as of this recording. So go ahead and download that and unzip it. Once it's unzipped, you need to find a way to get it on your web host, your server. The best way to do this is through an FTP program. I recommend Filezilla. It's free and it just works well for me. So if you're looking for an FTP program, go ahead and check that out. For me, I'm going to be running this on my local host, so it's going to be a little different. I'm just going to dump the WordPress files in my server folder. And if you put your files in the root directory on your server, which is usually public HTML, you should be able to just go to your domain and see the WordPress install page, which is this. Just click Create Configuration File, and then click Let's Go. Alright, now we need to create a database and a user for WordPress to run on. Go to phpMyAdmin. Now you can find this in your cPanel. Just go to your cPanel and search for phpMyAdmin. Alright, so usually you can create a database on the home page of phpMyAdmin. If it's not there, click the Databases tab and it'll be here. We're going to name our database WordPress, but it's a good idea to name it something custom for security reasons. Alright. And that database already exists because we already have a database named that. So we're going to name it WordPress Database. Alright, now that that's created, we need to create a user. To do that, click on Privileges, click Add a new user. Now, if you're on the database page of your database that you just created, and you click Privileges, it'll add this user to the WordPress database that we created. Click Add a new user. I'm going to name this WordPress user. And under host, click local. That's localhost. Localhost is the default for many web hosting providers. That should work fine for you. Type in a password. Go down to Global Privileges and click Check All. And click Go. Now this user is added and ready to go. So now we are going to go back to our setup. We named our database WordPress Database and our username WordPress User. Just type in the password that you assigned to your user. Leave the database host as localhost. And it's a good idea to change the table prefix. The table prefix is sometimes a way for hackers to get in, and if it's WP, then that's the default and it's just easy for them to guess. So I'd name this something else. But for our uses, I'm going to leave it as is. Now just click Submit and click Run the install. Alright, now we just need to set up our blog with the information. I'm just going to name the site My Site. And it's also a good idea to change the username to something other than admin. Again, for security reasons, because admin is the default and easy to guess for hackers. Alright, so just type in your password. Make it something you can remember because you're going to need this to get in to your WordPress blog. Type in your email and click Install. It's going to run the install, and if we did everything right, we'll have a running block. Alright, so we did everything right. So in order to log in, you just need to go to type in your domain and then type /wp-admin. This will bring up the admin page, or the login page. Type in your username and your password, and here is your new blog running on your server, complete with the default WordPress theme. Now, I'm going to show you something that I always do when I install a new instance of WordPress. If you click on this post here, you'll notice that the URL looks like this. That doesn't look very well. It's not very readable, and it's not very easy to remember. So to fix this, go to Settings, down to Permalinks, and go down to click Post Name. This will change it to the post name and make it much more readable. Go back to your home page, click on that post again, and you'll see the post name. Click on your page name. Everything is just, the URLs are just much nicer this way. Alright, so now you have a fully functioning WordPress site running on your server. Thanks for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe.